Good. Okay, so hi everyone. A lot of you I've met already. My name is Stephanie Pereira. I am subbing in for Jason. I know I'm no Jason, but I hope that you'll have me. I'm the VP of Creator Success at Rally. I joined a couple months ago, and I hang out on Discord, and I'm super fans of all of you. So the agenda for today, for those of you who saw the various notes we've sent you, it's quite packed, it's quite long, it's quite exciting. We're really, really lucky to have so many people in our community building cool stuff. So I'm not going to say much more. Phelps will run the show, but very quickly, we wanted to share some rally updates with you while we have you here. So I'll hand it over to Tuan.
Hi, everyone. I think I've met most of you, but if I haven't, hello, my name's Tuan. And I work on a lot of the creator onboarding / marketing efforts, so you guys will see me around. But one update I wanted to make is to get you guys all excited for the upcoming rebrand launch of the website. It should be coming in the next couple of weeks, so we're really excited about that. We've shared it a couple of different times with you guys on the community call and also on previous creator calls. So I think they're around somewhere, but if they're not, feel free to hit me up. And then I will be putting in the chat a link to brand guidelines and assets that you guys can use and templates that we've created if you guys want to share it later on when the rebrand launches. And then so you can start exploring now. The other update is you guys have probably all heard by now or seen in the Discord, but RLY is now available on Coinbase. So we have write-ups available on our wiki for that to make it much easier to bridge in and out. But those were my two real announcements, unless people had questions.
Okay, you can always ask questions in the chat or find us elsewhere. Phelps, you want to take it away?
Yes. So thank you guys all for being here. This is going to be our first demo day where our developers are going to be able to show off the different cool tools and use cases and platforms they've been building for you guys. So just a quick intro to me for those of you who don't know me. My name's Alex. I go by Phelps, and I was the first community ambassador here at Rally. My job is kind of all over the place, but generally I work with creators to find out what their needs are, their challenges, their problems, cool use cases that they'd like to have, and try to fix the problems, create a better environment for you guys to use your tokens, bring those cool use cases to life, just overall hear you guys and communicate to the developers and to Rally to help make this network work for you guys. So I've been in the crypto and creator spaces for over a decade, and this is really what I'm passionate about. So I'm super stoked to be here with you guys. We'll stop talking about me and get started. So we're going to have a number of developers and teams showing off their apps today. Couple guidelines just to go off of in the beginning. We're going to try to keep each demo to 7 minutes. We'll pick at the end of each demo 1 to 2 questions. So if you guys do have questions during the demo, please post those in the chat. I'll make sure to pick 2 of those and get those answered at the end. And let's see. It looks like we've got Dave up first. Dave Young is with the Play team, Play Coin on Rally. They've built a number of really cool apps and excited to see those. I don't think I can give him power though. Who's host?
I think it's me. Dave, he should have power. Dave, do you have power?
I do have power.
Awesome.
Take the power.
All right, got it.
Handing it to you, Dave.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Dave, and I have a few little demos to show off and some things to just chat about. So the first thing I want to show, which some people have seen, this was kind of the first app that we created for the creator community. It's called a voting app. So basically, you sign up just by sending us your ID of an admin, for example. And then this is a voting tool that allows admins to create polls for their community. Very similar to what you see on the snapshot site that we use to do a lot of voting. And there are lots of different ways that a vote can be kind of recorded. You can do it by weight of the coin or just equal, and you make them public or private. So this has the ability to create different, I'm just gonna log in here, pay no attention, to write down my password, Phelps, I saw that. Let's see, I can create a new poll. You can basically give it a title and set things like the minimum coin that somebody needs to have to vote. So it's very flexible as to what your community needs might be. Also the minimum quorum, which is like how many minimum coin weight a proposal would need to have. And then, an active time and a closing time, whether or not votes are anonymous or whether they're individual votes are shown. And then just the content and adding poll options. So it's pretty easy to use. Well, in my opinion, it's pretty easy to use. We're actually having a designer overhaul some of this stuff because there's a lot of it started with a couple of fields and there's a lot now. So we're having somebody just kind of redesign it for us. But it's a great way to have polls in your community using your community coin, your creator coin. So if you want access to that, just shoot me a DM. It's free to use. The other thing that we have in development is Creator Coin auctions. So this is a way to have a website to set up kind of like eBay for Creator Coin stuff. So basically every different creator will have their own list of things that are up for auction. And then again, they have also a starting date and an end date and a high bid, etc. So this is in development, and you basically have the ability to bid on things, and then fulfillment happens when that's all done. So this doesn't integrate with Discord or anything like that. It's a very simple bid and email notification system that exists on the web. This is something that we're going to be completing this quarter, by the way. Let's see. The other thing I kind of want to talk about, I have two other things, is the Creator Coin game platform. And this is a way for us to have taken basically a Unity-based web game that gets created and add Creator Coin integration to it. And the way that works is that, and this is an example I have it integrated into Rallybook, and it uses the user ID of the person that's there. You buy bundles of credits. So in other words, your coin is used to buy a credit bundle. And then that gets added to their on-site balance, which goes across all websites that the games are deployed upon. And then using that balance, you can define in the game whether it costs 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, however many credits it costs to play a game. And then you can have things that happen inside the game for in-app purchases or whatever. This is part of the Creator Coin game platform that we had a grant proposal for. And you'll be able to do things like add in items. If you're playing this live on a stream, your audience will be able to interact and pay, use their Creator Coin to like have more monsters spawn in, or cause snow to fall down, or whatever kind of crazy things that we can come up with. So that's a Creator Coin game platform that we've talked about. We're going to be doing a lot of white labeling of games too. This is an example of one that I'll show you here. So this is a very simple casual game that somebody on the team cranked out. And it has like gems falling from the sky. Can I full screen this? Probably not going to work out that way. Whoops, I'm not in 100% mode. Sorry. Still get some bugs to work out here. So these are gems of different colors, but for example, we're making a version of this that has Justin Guarini's head instead of gems, so his fans can use that. So we'll be able to white label a bunch of different games using some very simple assets. So we can take one basic game concept and reskin it for every creator using a nice little white label system. And have your voice in there and things like that. Let's see, I also wanted to talk to you about the Shopify integration that we're working on. This will be available within this quarter as well. We probably have another 9 weeks left on it. And this is where we basically have a payment system that an outside system like Shopify launches a request to pay for something using your Creator Coin. And then you go through the flow of logging in, authorizing, and then being able to initiate the transaction. It's going to have a flow that explains to users like, hey, you'll need to create an account if you don't have one, and to begin the authorization process to do that. So it sends the email out and all that kind of stuff. And then when the email happens, it approves. I can probably do that. Just going to go to my other tabs. Let's see. Yay. Click here to approve. Okay. And then coming back down. So now this goes and checks every few seconds to see when the transaction gets approved. And that involves checking the Rally backend and checking our servers as well to see when that goes through. Okay, and now it looks like Rally cleared the transaction, and then the window goes back to Shopify. for example. So that's just an example of a very simple payment integration that we can use with any third-party service. This one in particular is going to be used to integrate with Shopify merchant sites with a login portal and things like that. We plan to integrate in this anywhere that there's a large e-commerce need. And the fourth thing I wanted to talk about, which I don't have to show you, is that we are working on a gated video platform, which is similar to Netflix or like a Kajabi, where you can lock up your video content. We have a full AWS structure already created, where you can upload video that gets transcribed into all the different types of mediums that would normally use that for both live streaming and video on demand, and gated with Creator Coin tokens. And I don't know how much time is left, but I think I'm done. So I'm ready for questions.
Dave, you're good. You got a minute and a half left.
Boom.
That was a speed run.
I've done a few pitch contests. Okay, so let's look at some questions. Shopify says,
Dave,
I can't
since
use
you got time, go ahead and pick them. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Carol Baskin, Shopify says, I can't use Shopify Pay if I sell NFTs. Technically, it could, because they don't really, they wouldn't be seeing what the transaction is for to approve that on their platform. It's basically approving Rally Creator Coin to be used for any purchase of whatever good. So they don't necessarily need to approve what you sell there. We'll be able to use that on WordPress. Great question. Right now, it looks like, I'm assuming you mean the payment platform, Meta. It looks like it would be able to be usable on WordPress at this point in time. This is amazing. Thank you. Gated videos. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. When I launched a Kajabi course for startup financial modeling like a year ago, and it was awesome on Kajabi, but it was crazy expensive. So I'm glad that we'll be able to do this with our own Creator Coin too. Would the gated video be available for embedding in WordPress? Technically, yeah, we'll be able to gate the video and content. Though what's most important is not gating a page. Anybody can do that. Gating the AWS S3 hosted content, that's the tricky part. So that piece we will have developer support for. Any other questions? Okay, feel free to join our Creator Mastermind if you're not there already and ask about these things, or be involved in the development of them or whatever.
I've got a question for you, Dave. When is there going to be leaderboards for the games?
That's in our roadmap. That's one of the first things we want. So that's a great question, because if you have a game, the way to get your community involved in it is basically have people compete within your community for a high score, right? That's one of the cool things to do. So that's early in our list of this quarter to release that. So even if we white label a same game for every different creator, each coin that gets used, and to show you how simple this is, I set up the same game can be playable with, you can't see the URL, but play, bot, or KKCR, for example. Literally, all you have to do is change the URL, and then the game becomes supported for a Creator Coin. So nothing to do in the back end or anything like that. It's just simply, yeah, all you have to do is change it there, and it's completely transparent for which Creator Coin gets used. So we can white label any third-party created game, anything like that. It's a massive, massive revenue driver for you guys, and for me too, because I have my own games I'm going to make. All right, now Dave done.
Dave done. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Play Team. Next up, we are going to have Bonfire. We're going to have Mel and Matt from Bonfire, who are building a platform that has some features such as airdrops, bounties, benefits and rewards for your members of your community, and a store. Mel and Matt, take it away, if you can.
Hello. Can people see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So yeah, thank you for the introduction, Alex. Excited to show you a little bit about what we've been building with Bonfire. So as Alex mentioned, it's a toolkit and platform to basically be able to use the Creator Coin and NFTs that you meant to engage with fans in a variety of different ways. And I'll go through just some of the things that are live and available right now. So the first thing is that there's a dashboard for a creator where they can do things like set up their Bonfire page and customize it. So the cover photo, the profile photos, the background image, the primary colors, all of that is configurable to kind of meet the creator brand. And then some of the features that we have available. So one is just a coin drop feature. This has been probably the most popular feature so far. And I'll just walk through how a few of these work. And one thing to note is that, this is my creator page, and then I'm signed into this page via my fan account. So I can show you kind of both sides of the interaction. But as a creator, if I were to, for example, create a coin drop, it's the rally demo day, creators and developers coin drop, and I can specify how many people can claim that drop, as well as when the drop goes live and expires and how many coins are claimed. And then as a fan, I can basically come to this link and claim coins. So we've seen this used in a variety of ways. For example, dropping the link into kind of a YouTube live stream chat, like a chat bot, or embedding it in a QR code and putting that on a YouTube live stream. We're really excited about a couple of use cases around actually using physical QR codes. So for IRL events, being able to drop coins to community members, fans, the audience, whatever it is that applies to your coin and coin community. And so that's been one of the more popular tools so far, and it's just a flexible way to distribute coins to a broad range of people. Another feature that we just launched yesterday, actually. And so this one's one that we're really excited about, but it's bounties. So it's another flexible tool for distributing coins, where as a creator, you can, by filling in a quick form, you can make a request for any type of contribution that you want to incentivize within your community. For us, we're looking for feedback on the new feature that we just built. And so here's a bounty on our page where we can state, what the people who successfully claim the bounty will receive, how long the bounty is live, and specify rules for eligibility. And so this is just ways you can drop links in here. Basically, you can use Markdown to format the text here. So if you wanted to say, go to platform A and follow, go to platform B and retweet, go to platform C, and subscribe, and then apply. And you could basically then request whatever information you need to verify. So for example, it could be screenshots to prove that you actually did the action. This could be, if it was a meme contest that you wanted to run, it could actually be submitting the meme as images. And then from the dashboard that I mentioned, you can review all the submissions, approve or reject those submissions, and basically we'll handle the coin transfers for those submissions that you approve. And so this is meant to be similar to coin drops, just another flexible tool to reward community members for a variety of different types of engagement that brings value to your community. And then the last feature we wanted to show off live was just the store. And so this just gives you the ability to sell items in your coin, similar to campaigns. And there's another couple of store-based tools out here. So or out in the Rally ecosystem already. So I want to just highlight one of the sort of features that we built recently, which is the ability to use unique promo codes to sort of couple purchases in your coin with any backend commerce or ticketing platform. So this is sort of similar to the outcome that Dave was describing. We go about it a slightly different way. But for example, if we wanted to sell a limited edition hoodie, and we had a Shopify store that was selling that hoodie, from Shopify, it's not too difficult to generate a list of unique promo codes. So say I create 10 unique promo codes, and then I upload them into the store item in Bonfire. And then as a fan, I come to this page, I make a purchase, and then almost identical to what Dave just showed, basically that sends an email, which I need to approve. And then I will approve the email and just wait. Basically, we're just, waiting and polling and waiting to see that confirmation has indeed gone through. And this part takes a few seconds, and great. So it went through, and we now display a unique promo code as well as a link to really any URL. So in this case, it's the link to the Shopify store, where it's that same item. I can go check out, I can input the promo code, and the promo code will give me the ability to claim that item for free. And so this is another way to sort of it's a kind of wrapper around any e-commerce engine, ticketing site, really anything that accepts and allows you to generate unique promo codes. You can then feed that into Bonfire and you'll do the distribution and management of those unique promo codes for your community. And yeah, so those are just a few of the things that we wanted to highlight live. Just a couple other things that are available. So we've been really trying to build tools that are flexible. We know that every creators community is different. The use cases are varied, and also experimentation is part of what makes this Claudia Coin tool so unique and compelling. So here are just some of the things we just wanted to highlight, some of the use cases that we've seen so far. But I think the tools that we've built can sort of be bent and flexed to accommodate like a broad range of use cases. And then secondly, wanted to just highlight some of the things on the roadmap. And so one that we're really excited about is just airdrops via email. So right now we have the ability to set up a claimable link where people can go to that link and claim coins. But this is the ability to like upload a CSV of email addresses, for example, 700 people who bought your event tickets, and to give them all coin as a thank you. And we'll actually create a shadow account. So if the person doesn't have a Bonfire Rally account, then we'll basically like hold on to the coin for them, send them an email with instructions to get set up, and then enable them to wait, and then we'll deliver the coins after they're set up. And yeah, here are some of the other things on here. I know I'm at time, so I will wrap it up. And so yeah, we're currently building, it's just me and Melissa and a few contractors that we work with. But yeah, if you want to get in touch, here are our Discord handles and email. Thanks so much.
Matt, you've got 3 seconds left. Anything you want to? Oh, all right. Sorry, time's up.
Cool.
Any questions, guys? That was well timed.
Completely randomly. There was no practice whatsoever there, so got lucky.
All right. Looks like we got a question from Carol.
Question.
You could take it, Mel.
Oh, are the promo codes unique for one-time use on Shopify? And do we create and give you a list of them? Yeah, so the promo codes are all unique. You can do either. You can either set one promo code for everyone, or you can create unique promo codes for every single person that goes through this checkout flow. And there are a bunch of tools out there for Shopify specifically that lets you generate the promo code. So you can just generate a CSV, and then you'll be able to upload them through the Bonfire dashboard.
Yeah, and Carol, there's we checked on a few of the bigger platforms like the event ticketing ones and Shopify, obviously, and there are free apps in the Shopify store that will make it really easy to create a list of unique promo codes, and then you just take that CSV and upload it into Bonfire, and we'll handle the rest. Cool. Well, if no other questions, I will remute myself.
Oh,
Awesome.
one more
Thanks.
thing.
Yeah.
We actually do have a drop for everyone. So I'll just paste the link in the chat, and then you can go through the flow yourself.
That's awesome. I do have a quick question, if I may.
Yeah, go ahead.
Matt, so yeah, we're also integrating the Shopify store flow for our marketplace. And I don't know if you're making this open source or if we can just use it or repurpose for like our purposes. Would love to kind of learn more and connect. So
yes, so this has been something that we've definitely been thinking about a lot. Our code base is not open source, but we do definitely, we've been in sort of talks around certain types of integrations with Rally, with the other community developers, and so it's more case by case. It's a little tricky to just open source the code base at the moment, just because of all of the things that we are, all of the risk that could open up to make that publicly available. But would love to chat with you about this specific use case and see if there's a way that we can potentially collab there, because we're definitely open and eager to work with other folks building.
awesome. Yeah, because we're also developing stuff. So it just would make sense to kind of collab and not do the work twice. So yeah.
100%.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks so much.
So that was actually a good question. I should touch on that a little bit. So for the creators here that haven't gotten a chance to really work with our community developers at all, we have a very open ecosystem. We have meetings every Wednesday that are open to the public. If you want to stop in, share some ideas, talk about what apps you've been using, what problems you have, what features you'd like. These are developers that want to build tools for you guys. So don't hesitate to reach out. Usually Discord's the best place to find us in the developer community, but we'd like to work hand in hand with you guys as creators. A lot of the creators up here are actually, a lot of the developers up here are actually creators as well. So such as Elena and Scott, Dave, to name a few. So yeah, definitely. If you guys have ideas, please, our developers are very friendly. Just make sure to know that they are community developers. They're not hired by Rally.io. So there is, just be respectful of their time. Know that they're not being compensated for that. All right. So thank you guys very much, Mel and Matt from Bonfire. Now we move on to Ramsey. Ramsey is one of the community developers that works on building custom websites for creators with the goal of integrating their creator coins into it. So if we want to give Ramsey the stage here, he can go ahead and present his websites.
Hello.
Can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay. Well, thank you for that introduction. My name is Ramsey. I'm a front-end web developer in Montreal, and I'm just going to showcase 2 websites that I made for Rally creators. So this is a website for Wax Motif, and we have a price ticker up here. We have some cool animations here, some basic information here about the coin and the use cases. And then how to buy WaxM, register, like steps to how to buy. So also we have a store, redeemables, and you can click redeem here, which is a campaign link. So we're using Rally campaigns for the store here for the redeemables. There's a variety of redeemables like Top Spot on How playlist, or a big one, 3000 WaxM is Roll with Wax. So you can meet Wax face to face. He's going to pick you up for a festival. Really cool stuff. And the main one we wanted to showcase is the VIP, which uses the Rally authentication API, where you must sign in and authenticate yourself so we can check whether you have sufficient funds for the specific coin. In this case, it's Wax money. And so, for example, if you have more than 10 coins, you get to see the gated content. And this is a work in development. We're not finished. We are brainstorming with the creator on ideas and stuff we can implement here and just improve on. So, well, if I log in here, this happens sometimes. I don't know why, if I authorize. So, oh, this is embarrassing. I don't have any WaxM coins. So say if I had some WaxM coins, in this case, 10 WaxM coins, I'd be able to view the gated content. And some of the use cases we had in mind in implementing here or in other projects is tiered VIP system. So we'd have like a tiered system where basically tier 1, for example, is you hold 10 WaxM coins, for example, and then tier 2 is you hold maybe 50 or etc. And then same for tier 3, where you hold a lot and you gain access to gated content, but the gated content is specifically based on the amount of the coin you hold. So this is the main functionality we're working on right now. It's in development and there's not much to see right now, but the core functionality is working. So that's really cool. So that's the hard part is done. And then we just have to add some content. And then, well, this is the design for this website. There's also Jace. Jace first is a musician, has albums and stuff. Same concept with both websites, basic information here on the landing page, and then a biography here. We have Twitch integration on the landing page, and you can go click here to see the Twitch channel. The design here is really cool. I really like this. And basically you can just click here to listen now. It sends you to his Spotify. Also, you can contact him over here. If you go on the Dre's page right here, which uses routing, like it's really fast. We have some cool animations here, and then you can tip Dre's, and this is a deep link. We're using deep links here, so you can set, like, for example, tip 50 Dre's, and then it sends you off here, and you can, well, you log in and you can tip him from the website. And then same concept here, we're selling, well, this is services. So using campaign links again, using the Rally campaign links, we can set up some services that users can come over here and just like review some of the information around the services, demo review, mixing, sound alert commissions, produce a track. So people can go here and buy now, and then it sends them to a Rally campaign link, and then you can well, basically it's all done through campaign links, which is really cool. And then, well, the store is coming soon, but it's also probably going to be campaign links. And if we're selling, it's probably going to be campaign links, but if we're selling some physical products, we'll integrate something like Shopify. Maybe we can work with Bonfire. I know they mentioned Shopify. And then, well, the same concept for the VIP section over here. Well, I won't go through it again, but it's the same thing with the Wax website. So some cool things we have here is a ticker. So when we were speaking with the creator, in this case Wax Motif, one of the things he wanted was a ticker for his coin on the website, and so I'm just using the public Rally API for that. And what else? We can integrate Twitch, we can integrate Spotify. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Ramsey. So just to kind of add a caveat to this, the most of the tools that we've seen so far, like what Play has made and Bonfire, are primarily tools that act on platforms. So you'd create like a Bonfire account and create your website with all your features on there. This is a completely custom solution. So if you're looking to have a completely custom website built with unique functionality, this isn't something that is easy to, like, for instance, sign up, click a couple buttons, spin up and customize. This is something that's completely custom built from the ground up. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, you'd want to reach out to Ramsey directly for this, and he can go ahead and post his contact information in the chat. But Ramsey, thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions? Let's see. He said, how can we contact you for VIP integration? Yep. So he'll post his email. How easy is it to whip up these landing pages for any creator? Yeah. So Ramsey, do you want to take that one?
So what was the question?
It's from Chris. How easy is it to whip up these landing pages for any creator?
Well, it's somewhat difficult because I'm using some new technologies like Next.js, but it's generally like takes 2 weeks, and we just go over the design, and we just have clear communication of what's expected, and then within 2 weeks usually we can roll the whole website out. So 2 weeks is usually the time frame we are looking at.
Thank you for that. And is it just yourself working on these?
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Cool.
also there's Alex. Alex is helping a lot, and also I think this is part of the Platform Pro campaign. Like if you go on Platform Pro, there's a campaign there, and then if you purchase that campaign, Alex is going to, if I'm available, Alex is going to try to contact me, and then I can build the website through the Platform Pro campaign. But I'm working, like, as a developer, I'm working alone.
Cool. Yeah, great work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks again, Ramsey. Next up, we're going to give the share screen another try. I think I've got it figured out here. So we're going to share sound. And
Have you pressed play yet?
Hi, I'm Mr. Q.
Yes, we
back
hear
when
it.
we launched
Awesome.
her coin in February, she asked me if I could make a little overlay on her her stream that would show the current price of her coin. That was the first tool I made, and then I just kind of kept making them. So let me show you what I've got so far. This is the current price tool I first made for her. It's got multiple styles. You can turn on and off whether or not it displays the price in Rally. And you can change the symbol to whatever symbol you want. All you have to do is copy and paste the address bar into an OBS browser source, and you will have a simple on-screen display. This is the base page for the back end of the site. It's honestly thrown together and needs to be redone, but as I'm a one-man team, I tend to focus more on new features and improvements that will really help out a lot of people. So it's a low priority. But as you can see, I'm logged in as Livy B here. She gave me permission to pretend to be her as long as I hide any information of anyone. But once you log in, it actually takes you to this page where you've got a QR code that you can give out to anyone, and anyone who takes a picture will be taken to a page where they can donate to you. To create your store, all you got to do is go into the hub here, which will have your portfolio, and if you click Edit Store Information, that is where you can fill out all of the things, including picking a theme for your store. Click View Store. This is where you can see where she can add products, add categories. Let's go into one of these. Here you can see the description, the title, and here you add prices. You can actually have it send to a wallet that's not your own. This price is actually in USD. It's doing math right now to figure out what the conversion price would be in the coin of your choice, in her case B, obviously. When a sale is finished, it will automatically send any links if that is set up right here. You'll see at the top here, we've got a new feature that I've just added called random draws. I didn't want to call them giveaways or sweepstakes because those are legal terms, but that is the basic idea. So if you go into this one random draw we've got set up, anyone can enter for free. They get one entry. If they have at least 5B in their account, they get an extra 3 entries, and if they have at least 10B, they get an extra 5 entries. This draw is still going. Hopefully I will be able to include a clip of Livy B picking the winners.
There we go. Closes in 1 minute. Oh look, it has an option now to delete. I'm entering once. I entered. The timer got me. The countdown, you know? I was like, oh god. Alright, I hope you guys entered because it's happening. Okay. Grumpy the Penguin wins! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so exciting. This is our first ever through our website that MRQ coded for us. This is so exciting. Grumpy, the first winner. Grumpy the Penguin. Number 1. Next. Rex Binary. Alright, Rex Binary wins our second. Rex Binary, the proud winner of 10 Bitcoin.
Back in the back end here, you can see any orders you've purchased, which she hasn't purchased any orders, and any orders you've sold, which she has quite a few. In fact, if we go over here into her best sellers, you can see all the products she sold, the number of times she sold them, and how much they sold for in USD. And this is over $6,500 worth of sales. And a new tool I've been working on that I think is going to be hopefully a pretty big deal is this contact list here. As creators who have lots of different accounts everywhere, you have to go from account to deal with messages. Like you might have to get your DMs in Discord, your DMs in Twitter, your DMs in Patreon, etc., etc. So what I've started to do here is create a CRM. In here, you can see anyone who's given her money via an order, via just a donation on Rally, or she's also connected her Twitch here. The reason she's done that, so when you actually go and view a contact, you can see in one place both the Twitch transactions in purple and the Rally transactions in red. You can see this contact, she has already connected their Discord, their Rally, and their Twitch. To an extent, the software will do that for you. For instance, if someone purchases something from your store, it will link their Rally ID for you. But I didn't cross the line where if they purchased on your store, it would also link their Discord and Twitch for privacy reasons. So kind of they have to give you the information first, and then you can add it to them. And then down here, you can see where we've grouped some of the stuff together. So you can see in the last 35 days, cross-platform total, the total money this contact has sent on Twitch, total money for gift subs, bits, Rally, your orders. You can see the person's holding in the coin and any buys or converts that they've done. Now, obviously, if you haven't linked your account, then it won't be 35 days of data. It'll be back to whenever you first link your account. I intend to also include Discord DMs and Twitter DMs. Twitter is being kind of a pain, but otherwise I am open to including any others if anyone has any ideas. In addition to being able to have your own store, you can also choose to have your items listed on the main marketplace. Unfortunately, it doesn't have very many items yet, but it has only just been released, so hopefully more items will be on there soon. If you're looking for a very simple coin gate, kind of like you'd find on newspaper sites, if you just go to Creator Tools here, you'll find My CoinGate, which is simply just copy-pasting this portion, changing the coin amount and the coin to whatever you want, and you will end up with a function something like this. You can click to connect, and then all of a sudden you'll be able, this background will disappear and you can read everything again. You can see my current to-do list. The random draws are essentially done, but I would like to add the ability to pay for entries and to add things like Twitch subs. Combined Dono Goal progress bar would require an integration with PayPal, but I have not set one up yet. The contact list works at a basic functionality, but I need to include some more of these integrations down here in order to really make it excellent. Drops I may or may not add because I know several people are working on them and there might already be better options out there. Auctions are about halfway done. I plan on doing with reserve pricing, and instead of just ending, if someone bids in the last few seconds, it extends it, things like that. I found a good API to integrate with for building tournaments, but I haven't started down the actual development route yet. Leaderboards, most of the necessary information is now being captured, so I could build one relatively easy. I just have to figure out how to get it as a Twitch element below the stream. Subscription services are kind of on a pause right now because of the way Rally's API works. It doesn't allow rebillings. For print on demand, I've found a few places that do it, but I don't know what their quality is like, so I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to choose them yet. Let me know if you have any other features that you think I should be working on. Thank you so much for your time. I tried to be as brief as I could, so I may not have fully explained everything. If you would like to know any more information, I'm very easy to find in Rally's Discord. It's MRQ02, Mr. Q02, whichever you want to call me is fine. Just hit me up.
So up next, then, we are going to have Mintgate. Mintgate is one of the developer teams that received a grant from the Rally Treasury to build out a token gating platform. They've got some cool use cases there. So I will let Jen take it away.
Hi guys, I'm Jennifer. Let me just share my screen real quick. Awesome. Well, hi, I'm Jennifer. Let me let it load. I'm one of the co-founders of Mintgate. I'm working on a couple of projects right now, but most notably, as Alex had mentioned, a Rally Creator Coin gating system. And I worked in the blockchain space for 2 years. And so what is token gating? Token gating is when you, I know that some teams already mentioned it already, but ultimately you lock, gate, or like set up a wall on videos or web content while using your individual Rally coins. Mintgate has already built this type of platform that I'm going to demo to you on Ethereum, Polygon, and Near, and we're working to also integrate Rally Creator coins as well. So let me just demo what we have thus far. So when you go on our site in the future, what you'll be able to do is put in a link of web content. So we have like 25 platforms that we are compatible with, everything from SoundCloud to YouTube to WordPress and Wix. So for example, I know that Allie created this video of her playing on Hearthstone. So I'll just put that YouTube video in here. And just put a short description of it. So Allie on Hearthstone. And then you just be able to select the creator coin that you want to gate this content with. So let's just say I want to gate it with Allie. And this is the amount that you want to gate it with. So let's say 10. And then also addition, we could also allow gating of multiple coins and a variety of coins on different like blockchains. So what you could do is, for example, say you're like partner of Allie, but no, you're maybe like Lovecoin is partnering up with her as well. So you can require your end fans to either own 8 Allie coins or 10 Love coins as well. You can mix and match with Ethereum or like near assets as well. For example, you created Ethereum NFTs, and then like you can just also just add the NFT information here. So you can have a variety of combinations with token gating, which I think is the biggest value add of our platform, is that like you can collaborate with many other different artists and just require them to have at least one in these series in order to access this link. But let's just say like I'm just going to create a link here. One moment while it loads. It will load, I promise. So when it does load, they'll get like an end link that is token gated. So this Mintgate link, as a fan clicks on it, they'll need to like own those tokens in order to access the link. So let me just demo that for you. So I'm copying it here. Let me just open like another tab. And let's go to this one. Yeah, so and then like once once the user once you like send the user this link, they'll then just like connect their wallet, and they'll be redirected to like the Rally OAuth in order to just confirm that they have these tokens. Since we haven't like integrated with Rally OAuth quite yet, I'm just going to demo how this would look like just if they just had like this with an Ethereum token, they just have MetaMask, so you can still see kind of the end flow like once we do have a full integration in place. So for example, this is just an Ethereum token. Let's just pretend that it was like a Rally token, connect a wallet. In the future, there would just be an option to connect with Rally, but let's just say like I'm just connect with my MetaMask now instead. And then once my MetaMask loads, I'll just confirm that like there's my wallet. And if I don't have enough tokens in order to access this, I would just like, I think for this one, yeah, I don't have enough tokens for this one. So it will just redirect me to like a not enough page where I don't have tokens, I won't be able to access it. And let's just like kind of show you a link where I do have enough tokens. So this is I believe this is the link where I do have enough tokens. So I've already been signed into Mintgate, and like I've already run through the process of connecting my wallet. So if I do have enough tokens, I'll just be redirected to page where I'm able just to watch a video. And that was just like a YouTube video that I uploaded, and like the user can just watch the video on here. And as you see here, like there's no way for them to find what the end URL to the YouTube link is. And so like that's also the other value, as you can totally like hide the original URL itself. Awesome. And that's like what we have for now. Like I think like, yeah, once we have the full integration with the Rally wallet, we're more than, yeah, we'll let you guys know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything else that you want to talk about in terms of like token gating multiple tokens, just reach out to me at Mintgate. But yes, I'm also at Jennifer at mintkudos.com, as well as I'm in the Slack channel quite frequently as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jennifer. Looks like we've got a couple good questions in the chat if you want to take those.
Yeah, cool.
First one comes from Carol Baskin. Does Mintgate work to gate a WordPress membership site?
Yes, so we do gate like WordPress sites. So the value of our platform is like, it's kind of like more like a bit.ly link. So you create this bit.ly type link, but no, if someone just were to able to find, or you were to share like this original WordPress link, it won't be token gated. We will have like a direct integration for videos in the future, as you saw in the YouTube video. That's like a direct integration where you won't even have like the user would never have to go to Mintgate at all in order to access the content. Yeah. Curious about NFT gated YT content. As each NFT has its own address, how would you grant access to 100 fans who hold a certain level of NFT? So Rob, are you saying that are you saying that you want to grant access to just like 100 fans that each have like a different NFT?
Right. If they were, holding a token like a membership, and that gave them access to, let's say a weekly video. Yeah. Would there be any tool that would make it a little easier than just doing, one by one address? Or is that on the roadmap?
Yes, absolutely. So what we do right now is, I didn't show this, but for NFTs, what you can do is you just can write like a comment. So if it has the same like contract address on Ethereum, but just like different like token IDs, like different like NFTs, but like all minted from the same contract address, like same platform, ultimately, you can just write down the token IDs, comma separated, all in that area. And yeah, as long as you just have a list of the token IDs of NFTs.
Amazing. Sounds like a really great tool. Thank you.
Awesome. Cool. I think Kara asks follow question. So someone who uses the short link you create could share my real URL of others who don't host SCAT. No, so the short link that I created, like that Mintgate link will always be token gated. But say like you had like carol.com, and you sent it out to everyone, that itself wouldn't be token gated. You probably would work with like someone like Ramsey in order to get like that directly integrated, like the token gain directly integrated. And because of that, like we're probably like best for like micro content or like kind of standalone sites.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I've had the pleasure of working with Jen for a couple months now on the Mintgate project, and it's been awesome having them in the community. So they're very eager to collaborate with creators to create unique use cases. So if you have anything that you'd like gated, definitely reach out to Jennifer. All right, we'll give Darkside another chance here. Think he's all good to go.
Yeah, hopefully,
take it away, brother.
Second time's a charm here. Let me share my screen. So I have implemented a Twitch bot. Unfortunately, I can't showcase all the Twitch features here. Can you all see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. I can't showcase all the Twitch features because I just don't have creators and stuff in my database to show stuff like that. So if you're a creator and you stream on Twitch and you want to be our like guinea pig beta tester, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to work with you. The biggest part that I can show you right now is connecting somebody's Rally ID with their Twitch ID so that they can conduct transactions in the Twitch bot. And the intention of the Twitch bot is to be able to tip other users and donate to the creator. And then eventually we want to have a feature called airdrop. We just need to think through it a little better, where it'll, basically airdrop to the last 10 chatters or 15 chatters or, whatever parameter you set in there. Or in other cases, we've set up, more complex algorithms to take in, activity over the past 5 minutes and stuff like that. So more active users are being rewarded. It just depends on how complex you want to get with that. And that's why we haven't implemented yet, because there's so many options. So anyways, I'm not a front end person at all, but I did my best. Basically, what'll happen is if you send a message to do one of these transactions and you haven't registered yet, it'll DM you a link to this site, and you'll come to this site and there's some instructions. I haven't gone over this copy yet, so some of it might not be current. So you'll click get started. It'll tell you that we need your Rally info. So you come to Rally, you'll approve this, you'll authorize. So that piece is done. And then you also need to connect your Twitch. So you'll come here, you'll authorize. And then in order to receive DMs, because Twitch has a lot of like blocking mechanisms on that for anti-spam, it's the best practice to go ahead and follow the bot, which I probably already am following. So I give you a direct link to be able to follow, and I'm following already. So that's cool. And so now that I'm registered, I can come in here and I can do the command would be $tip, and I'll just do it to Alex here, and I'm going to send him one Wooks, which is Wookiees coin. And did I spell that right? Is that's your screen name or your username,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Okay.
Mhm.
So when I do that, hopefully I don't have a breakpoint set. So it'll check my balance on that coin and it'll do the transaction. So either now or shortly, I will get, the confirmation email, and then I'll approve. And now I sent one Wooks to Alex. So that's really the extent of the demo I can show right now. There will be alerts for the creator in their channel. I'm not a creator, so I can't show you that piece. There's a few pieces I can't show you because I'm not a creator. So that's pretty much all I can show at this point. Does anybody have any questions?
I don't see any questions yet, but just to add to that, for anybody who's used the Discord bot that we have to be able to either token gate access or to tip, those are the types of features that we're trying to bring over to Twitch with the Twitch bot, to have a number of commands that you'll be able to set up and customize that'll help educate people. So like, exclamation point buy, it'll let them know how they can buy your token. Alerts when you could set a threshold, like, if somebody buys over $100 worth, play this crazy alert, or it'll come up through, the chat. There's a number of different things that will be able to be done with this bot. So can it be used on YouTube?
So this version, so this is the MVP of the Twitch bot. Eventually, YouTube would be another great channel to have this on. This specifically does not work on YouTube though. This was meant for Twitch specifically.
So on that note, one of the discussions we've been having in the developer community lately is how can we take the different chatbots that we have in the ecosystem from Discord and Twitch, even using things like Twitter or your CRMs, how can we combine all these different data points and kind of make them all work together. So we definitely hear you on making this work for YouTube. We want to try to, again, create something where the tools that we build are going to be usable across all platforms in a pretty seamless way.
Yep. So is there any way to get around the email approval? That is out of my hands. The dev team is definitely thinking about that. I don't think that there is a great solution at this point, but that's not really a question for me.
Yeah. So Jack, that's a really good question. And really it's a limitation of the Rally network right now, but it's something that we're discussing because, as you've mentioned, it's not really ideal to have to approve 10. Ideally, we want to have creators that can airdrop thousands of tokens to creators. And if they have to manually approve them all, that's just not going to work. Bonfire gets around it because developer accounts do not require that approval. So since you as the creator have to send your coin over to Bonfire's developer account, you've already kind of like prepaid for that. And then they can automatically do airdrops on your behalf. You don't have to manually do them. So that's how Bonfire is able to get around it. But ideally, we want to look for a solution that you don't have to send your coins away and that you also wouldn't have to manually approve each transaction. So definitely hear you on that. And it's very much in discussion right now.
I did also forget to mention, if you are a creator, the system, when you register, the system will detect a creator and you'll come to this it's a very lightweight configuration page. And if you don't want, donation alerts, you can turn them off. If you don't want transaction alerts, which would be, a user sending to another user, you could turn those off or on, and that'll be kept for you. So that setting will be persisted. Yeah. So yes, the email approval is a kind of a thorn in our side right now, but got to do what we can work with right now. So anything else?
Yeah, I don't see any other questions, so I think we can move on. Jason, thank you very much, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
And if there's any other Twitch creators in here that would like to help beta test that, please reach out to myself or Darkside in the Discord, and we'll make sure to get you added to the beta testing group. Awesome. Up next, we're going to have Overachiever, one of the first developers in the developer community. He's built some really cool tools on top of the Stream Elements platform. So if you're a streamer that has been utilizing Stream Elements for your alerts, your chatbot, anything like that, there's some pretty cool tools that he's built on top of there. Overachiever, go ahead, take it away.
Yes, thanks for the introduction. Yes, I am Overachiever, and we have built some really cool live streaming tools. Let me just share my screen. Yes, is my screen visible?
Yep, looks good.
Yes, all right. So what we're looking at is a Stream Elements widget. This is a price sticker. Basically, you enter in your Creator Coin symbol, and you enter in the amount of decimal places of the coin price you wanted to show, and you'll have a price sticker that you can show on your screen. It's customizable. You can have it pull your coin image by default or upload your own coin image. There's customization options for fonts and background colors and border colors. Also, when the price of your coin goes up or down, the border also changes color to red or green. So that's cool. This is one of the widgets we have. I'll be demoing 3 right now. And here's another widget. This is Creator Coin alerts. We have alerts built out for live streams for donations and purchases of Creator Coin. Let's demo it. I have it set to Scott. Let's have it set to Scott for now. And all right, let's emulate a donation. Say someone were to donate, let's say Phelps were to donate $3 to Scott, and he had a memo saying this. We would emulate an alert. It would show up like this. So the cool thing about the alerts right now is we have variations. That is a different variations of an alert are triggered based on the amount of coin or US dollars that is donated. So the default variation has settings like this. You can change the colors. You can enable or disable text to speech. We'll come to that. You can change the colors. You can have different alert sounds and alert images and videos. So let's say I want to have a donation wherein if someone donates $5 or more, I wanted to enable text to speech. I wanted to tell out what a person has written in their memo, and I want the username to be purple. Let's test it out. Let's say Phelps donated $10 to Scott. Emulate alert. Yes, there we go. That's how it works. And we have alerts for purchases too. If I emulate purchase alert, there we go. It shows Phelps has purchased 10 coins. It's the customization options are endless. There's lots and lots of customizations. There is up to 10 variations for each donation and purchases. So you can really customize how you want alerts to look like. This is the Create a Coin alerts. Let's head over to the donation goal. So here we have a donation goal. Let's enter in, say Scott, right? I've entered in Scott, and I want the donation goal to be, say, $100. And let's say the goal label is fundraising, right? Fundraising. All right. So essentially how it works is, let's reset progress. How it works is essentially when someone donates, say I'm donating, say someone's donated, someone's donated $20, and dealers are playing, my bad. So yes, if someone's donating $20, it shows up like this. You can customize it again, the bar color, the gradients, and you can customize colors. Yeah, that was it. These are the 3 widgets that we have: the price ticker, the alerts, and the donation goal. I'll have a link to where you can install and know more about how to set them up and customize it in the chat. I'll just paste them in the chat. And you can also reach out to me if you have any questions, or we're always looking for feedback to add in more features and make it easier for creators to use, and make the experience of donating better. What site can this be used on? Yes, excellent question. So essentially, this is Stream Elements. You could essentially copy the URL of any widget and use it in OBS. You can use it in OBS, Streamlabs OBS, and any other streaming app if it has a browser source. So essentially, it can be used on Facebook Gaming, YouTube, Twitch, any other platform. You just need an app like OBS or Streamlabs OBS that can support browser sources. So the opportunities are endless. Let me just paste the link just a second. Just a second, my contact is yes. Yep, there's the link. Here's the documentation. It's on Rally. Documentation for the price ticker, the goal overlay, and the alerts are here. There's install links, and there is instructions on how to install them. Yes, that was it.
Awesome. Thanks very much, man. Does anybody have any questions on the Stream Elements alerts or donation widget? One thing to note, and I didn't want to interrupt it, but one of the tools he was trying to show was text to speech. So he enabled it such that when somebody donates over a certain amount, it'll actually read out the donation via audio on the screen, sort of in that like robotic voice that you'd be very familiar with if you heard. So we just couldn't hear it because the sound wasn't coming through, but it does have that text to speech feature as well. I did have one question for you. I know that it can be used in any browser source through OBS or Streamlabs OBS. Is it possible to use that code snippet and put it on an actual like custom website?
Yes, it would be possible to put it on custom website.
Awesome. So there's really like nowhere that these can't be used.
Yes, there's nowhere that can't be used.
Cool.
Yes. Also, the text to speech essentially reads out any message that the user has sent, as long as they have set it to be public, set the memo to be public. I don't think I shared it with audio, so you all were not able to listen.
That's a good question from Jeremiah. Could it be integrated with Zoom's experience? Jeremiah, can you maybe expand just a little bit on how you could see it being integrated with Zoom?
Yeah, so there's a number of business creators, at least several, that use Zoom to interact with their fans for private experiences. And curious if we could incorporate, this is a broader question to other developers as well. And they do have an API and app platform that's just being built out. Curious if that's in anybody's roadmap.
Well, Zoom has introduced a new feature recently, the apps feature. We sure can look into building out a widget that could be integrated into Zoom and would show alerts and pulses.
Yeah, and Jeremiah, that's a really good question. And to OA's point, the apps feature did just launch in Zoom, so there must be some new capabilities that we can look at. I'll make sure to bring this up in the next dev meeting and see who's got an interest in it and try to get somebody building something for that. Any other questions before we move on? I lost my chat window.
Oh yes, Jason has brought up an excellent point that you should be careful directly reading out user input with TTS. You never know what people might say. Yes, excellent point. We would really want to work on getting a filter working, so we filter out inappropriate messages. Great point. Yes, we'd work on doing this. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Overachiever. And we're going to move on to our last developer. We have Elena. She's from the Claudia team, another one of the creators here on Rally, and she's going to be showing her price ticker app.
Hi, guys. Nice to join the chat. And let me just show you a few things I've been working on. So let me tell you first a little bit about Claudia. And can you see my screen or no? I think you can. So we are a marketplace for emerging fashion designers. We have about 150 designers from 25 countries around the world on the platform. And what we do is we find these really amazing, talented under the radar designers, and we bring them all onto one platform. We handle all the front end, photography, distribution, marketing, so that our designers, our creators can kind of focus on what they do best, which is design and manufacturing. And we launched the Claudia Coin, which is pretty exciting. And the idea is to kind of get our community, both consumers and designers, involved in the crypto community in general, but also just really kind of spread the community rewards and do a few things. So what we started with is we've been kind of integrating behind the scenes. Our site is on Shopify. And as you know, like the Shopify payment process is a little bit convoluted. So we're just kind of trying to make sure like it works okay. And customers can pay via either like a Claudia coin or a regular credit card for purchases. And what we started with is building a little Claudia ticker, which you can see in the top kind of like right hand corner of the screen. So if I click the ticker, it just takes me to Rally where you can buy things and kind of do things. So yeah, we built that. But the way we did it is we actually, while we were building it, we're like, okay, we did this widget for ourselves, but we decided to actually open source this widget and make it so that everybody in the community could use it, since it didn't seem like that much more development work for us. And I think everybody has been showing off their tickers today. So we have a ticker too that we wanted to show to the community, enable everybody from the creator community to use it. And I'll just show you how it works. And so this is the URL for the widget, and I'll just paste it into the chat right now. So if you go to it, you can actually experiment with it yourself. Then I can select my coin. So for example, if I select Claudia coin here, it will show me the coin icon, which is pulled automatically. It'll show me what it looks like on desktop and mobile. I can choose different settings. So for example, I can increase the height. I can decrease the height. I can change the width. I can do the same thing. I can add a border if I want to. I can make the border a different color. So I can make it red. I can make it whatever. I can change the border width, the radius, which is basically how rounded the corners are. And then I can also either decide to display the buy button, for example, on mobile and desktop version, or I can choose not to display it. And then what we've also done is if you click this button to embed this widget to your website, it copies a link, and then it gives you this nice little ticker widget that you can just use on any website that you would like. So you can put it on your website, you can put it on your blog. It's kind of agnostic of what platform you're using. So you can use it on WordPress. We're on Shopify, for example, right? And it's the same ticker that we're using here. We just remove the buy button. And then really the kind of like the idea behind this is to enable creators to display their coins on their website. So for example, let's see, Moon Coin, it'll pull up the ticker symbol and we can do the same thing. ARF Coin. So again, basically we enable different creators to do this. And then we're hosting all of this on our servers. So, and if you guys want to use this, the link that I posted into the chat is an actual link you can use and copy and just kind of use. Then if you copy the widget, yeah, awesome, Brian, you're adding it to this two sites right now. Yeah, and then this is how easy it is to integrate. Now, the Rally API does have sometimes intermittent downtimes because it is a developer API still. So that's why what we've done is we're caching the ticker price so that sometimes you'll actually see the dashes displayed instead of the price, or the price is not being updated in real time. And that's because we are waiting for the API data. So that is one caveat. And then we are hosting all of this in our own Google instance, so that if you are having any issues, if you're integrating and if you're seeing any issues, please do let me know so we can fix it. And we're happy to do that for the community as well. But yeah, we just wanted to kind of start with a Claudia, or rather like a ticker symbol for the coin, and make it open source for the community, which is what we've done. So basically that's it. And, if you have any questions, I'd love to open it for questions now. Thank you. Let me see. So, Jeremiah, I love the premise that you have a community of designers using the Claudia Coin economy. Thank you. It's interesting because, sometimes the fashion designers, oh, Dave, sorry, I just saw your comments. Sometimes the fashion designers are a little bit less crypto savvy. Like we did some NFTs and they were like, what kind of NFT should we do? And I'm like, you're the designers. Like, you should be the ones who decide what kind of NFTs you're doing. They're like, yeah. But like, what kind of NFT should we do? So yeah, and we are experimenting because our community is very female. We have a lot of 25 to 40-year-olds who are shopping on the website. So I think it's not like your typical crypto nerd, not to kind of make any stereotypical statements, but I think the Venn diagram of like women that love fashion and crypto nerds, there are like 3 people who overlap, and one of them is probably me. But yeah, we're kind of experimenting with different coin uses and different ideas of like what we can be doing. So obviously, if you guys also have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. And let me just share my email. So this is my email. It's elaine@claudia.com. And if you want to send me an email, if you want to chat, I shared the link to integrate the ticker earlier if you're having any issues with it or anything else. So yeah, And by the way, I am a nerd period too. I have a master's in CS, so I'm not at all discriminating against nerds because I'm one. So yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the Venn diagram overlap is quite small and does include me. So yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. Yeah, Jason, thank you so much to let us know. We'll definitely would love to help you make sure this works. And we'll see like what the integration issue might be. So yeah. Any other questions? Nerd is in you shake. Yes, completely agree. And thank you so much for the compliments, Melissa and Jennifer and Carolyn. And yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Elena. That is a super flexible price ticker. It's really easy to use. So hopefully we start seeing that popping up on some other creator sites.
Yeah. And also like we can adjust the formatting. So if you have any suggestions, I mean, obviously we can't. Yay, thank you, Joseph. Just bought some cloth. Awesome. So yeah, obviously we're not going to be able to completely customize it, but if you want to like change the border options or change the font options or maybe like the layout, like very kind of, simple front end tweaks, we're definitely happy to do that, or, maybe make the size of the icon customizable. So yeah, just ping me please and let me know like what those things might be. So awesome. Thanks everyone.
Yeah, thank you. So we've got just about 3 minutes here left, and I know it's been a long 90-minute meeting. In the future, we'll try to keep these demo days down to 60 minutes. It's just the first one that we did, and we had quite a backlog of tools. So we wanted to give all the developers a chance to show off what they've been working on, but we'll try to do them again more regularly and on like a 60-minute cadence instead. Again, I do want to let you guys know our community developers are super approachable. They are here to build tools for you. So if you have questions, ideas, concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to them. But just again, please keep in mind that they are community developers, not employed by Rally. So please be respectful of their time. We will be having a community developer meeting Wednesday, as we do every Wednesday. Those are at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll post the details in the chat in a moment. And we always welcome the creators to stop in, have an open discussion about what types of ideas and use cases that you guys have. So we will be focusing on NFTs this coming week. So if you guys have ideas and plans for how you'd like to launch and use NFTs with your coins or your community, it'd be a really good meeting to stop at, as we're going to be looking for some use cases from you guys there. That is all I've got for ending remarks here. Stephanie, Tuan, do you guys have anything?
Nope, that's it. I would say definitely, if you're not already in Discord, join the Discord. Very lively conversation in both the developer and creator channels. And I see someone's asking about the recorded video being available. It will be definitely available. I'm sure it will get many rewatches. And I can also tell you that we're really excited to start sharing better documentation of all the incredible work that the developer community is up to. So stay tuned for that as well.
Yes, very good points there. And specifically, we'll try to have the recordings up by tomorrow. I just want to give a short amount of time for any individuals to reach out to request privacy. If they don't want their specific demo or comments or anything, we'll make sure to edit those out. But otherwise, we'll have these up by tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, everyone. See ya.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.